As of this past 20 years, mini splits have been available for a long time. They were mainly available for big companies. Now they're available over the big box chains.
Yeah.
So they're easier, they're cheaper, more companies are producing them, but it's an inverter. So the compressor doesn't run as much power as a normal HVAC system.
Right.
So you save like a third of electricity. I like them because we've only been here, 2 to 3 hours max.
Yeah.
We already got 2 units installed. We're about to turn them on. It's really not much. The hardest part is drilling through your house. On this house, we have pretty thick brick, which is a wonderful insulator. It's definitely going to keep the heat in and the cold in.
Yeah.
See?
You got mini splits. We don't have a lot of room in the attic to put a central air. But you would have been looking at 3 to 4 times more the cost out of pocket. It's a smarter idea. I love them. As of right now, we're about to turn it on. Go to that thermostat, turn it on cool.
All right.
And we should get it to turn on any minute now. So they make them in 2 types, 110 volt and 240 volt. Some people don't have 240 volts in their home other than their stove and their washer. So this can be hooked up to any outlet. And you have central air. The biggest thing is you got to make sure you change. There it goes.
I heard it. Yeah.
There it goes, baby. Ooh. Turned on. Look how quiet that is. You can't even hear that. There it is. Now we'll go take a temperature of the inside.
All right.
We're going to see our temperature now. Since the house is so warm, it's going to take a few hours for it to cool down. But since you have the window units, it's going to help us a lot. And you can see that temperature is dropping.
Do people call you, like they try to do it all themselves and then you get called in? Like what do people, where do they mess up on
So
this?
where they mess up is they don't add the sealant to the joints.
Okay.
And 90% of the time when your AC refrigerant leaks out, it leaks out at the joints.
Yeah.
So you have to have a glue and you have to have a torque wrench to torque it down. Some people don't. I met a guy last week. He wanted me to come and just add Freon, but he just installed the unit about 2 months ago, but he didn't tighten the valves, so it leaked out. So I went up, I tightened the valves for him. I added 3 pounds of Freon. I charged him $200. You know what I mean? I'd rather make a good friend than a customer. I want to make a friend to recommend me. But look, now we're at 59 degrees. And it's dropping 59.7, 0.4, 0.2.
And I can't even, you know, honestly flip that on that first dial to the. You can, and that's, I mean the far. Look how loud that is.
Oh yeah.
And then just compare that to this right here.
You can't hear it.
Yeah.
And that's where it sells itself at. Is that it's so quiet. You don't have to hear that. Yes, so my name is Joe Polendo. We have Polendo's Enterprises. My phone number is 210-291-2771. Call, text any time of the day. I love talking. You probably won't get me off the phone if I'm talking to you. I'll come out. I don't charge to come out. I just love to meet people and get recommendations. That's it. It's how we feed our family. Typically, the DIY yourself person can buy this at Lowe's, Walmart, anywhere, install it. Where you need somebody to come out and do is you need somebody to check the valves, make sure they're torqued right. That's one. Number two, you have to make sure you pressurize it. The pressurized nitrogen is going to remove all of the moisture in the system. Number three is you have to pull a vacuum. So can anybody install a mini split? Yes. Is it going to last as long as one that was professionally installed? Probably not. Is it going to work? Yes. Do you want it to last long? Yes. So you do got to get somebody out there to pull a vacuum. And, you know, it ranges.
What does that mean, pull a vacuum?
So when you pull a vacuum is you have a tank and we hook it up to the copper line. We turn it on and we remove all of the moisture from the system. When we remove all the moisture from the system.
Like you buy it in a box, it's got moisture in there.
Yep. So when we open up those lines outside, as soon as we crack it off, air gets straight in there. So when air mixes with refrigerant, it causes contamination and it causes a sludge. And it keeps going. It can damage the compressor available. So once it damages the compressor, we throw it away. You have to get another one.
Yeah.
But is it going to happen within minutes? No, it's going to take years for it to happen.
Yeah.
So cleaning your filter, going outside once a month, getting the water hose, rinsing the condenser, just keeping it clean is going to make it last a long time.
Okay.
Yep. So we're already at 59 degrees, and we're dropping. That's where we
Yeah.
want to be.
Yeah.
We want to be at 55 to 60, and that's telling us that it's running good.
Mm-hmm.
And so look, 56 degrees, and it's dropping.
Yeah.
There you go, 55.8. I'm happy with it. I feel like this is
Yeah, it looks
successful.
great.
Stuff.
It looks great.
So we'll button it up, and we're gonna go hook up the copper on the other one, and we're 100% out of it.
Nice.
Yes, sir. So we got this one down right there.